Student, this is the continuation of the previous video where I'm solving the O-level question for combined chemistry. So this is the year 2019. I hope you are preparing well, and this will help you to revise quicker. So take a pen and notebook and let me know how much question you got right. So let's see question number 1. A student carried out experiment to study the rate of reaction when a piece of the magnesium was added to some dilute hydrochloric acid. So this is from which chapter? This is the chapter where you have learned about the metal react with acid. So here the magnesium is not very reactive but also not too reactive, but it's quite reactive. Okay, if you compare from sodium and the group number 1, it is little slow but it's reactive. So what is going to happen? Which piece of the apparatus is not required for this experiment? Okay, so basically what are you testing? You're testing the release of the hydrogen gas. What is happening? So what you don't require? Do I require conical flask? Yes, because you want to do this reaction. You're going to check the rate of reaction. Okay, the rate of reaction means what? Whenever you say rate, okay, rate means basically change with respect to time. Yes, whatever change, okay, but rate means change with respect to time. For example, when I say rate of change of velocity, it means how the velocity is changing with respect to time. So change with respect to time. Okay, so I'm writing with respect to time. They are the simple thing, but it will help you to relate big thing. Okay, so basically I require a stopwatch. Yes, I require. Do I require gas syringe? Yes, you require, because you want to collect the gas. Now Bunsen burner, why you required here, right? Already it is reactive, as I told you. You don't require to heat it up. Okay, so option not required means option number D is not required. So let me know your answer after the end of this set. Okay, question number 2. Solid gas is dissolved in water in a test tube. Aqueous sodium hydroxide is added to the test tube and white precipitate form. Okay, white precipitate form. So you know, in your syllabus you have to learn the cation, zinc ion, you have to learn about the lead ion, you have to learn about copper ion, you have to also learn about Fe2 plus and Fe3 plus. So please make a list of all these important parts. This is very important, you know. Always in exam O-level question they are asking you one, so why to miss even 1 marks, right? Now white precipitate dissolve in aqueous sodium hydroxide. So white precipitate means it is forming. It can be your zinc, it can be your lead. These are the colorful. Okay, so now you have option number C or D. Powder aluminum is now added to the test tube and mixture is carefully heated. A gas is evolved which turns red to blue. Okay, red to blue means what? It is alkaline in nature, and it is your ammonia what is released here. So ammonia means it should have nitrate, some compound which have nitrogen. So option number nitrate. So this is your trust for the nitrate anion. So also make a list of anion. What you have to learn? You have to learn about nitrate, how to test, carbonate, how to test, chloride, how to test. So please make a separate list of it. It will really help you, because every O-level the pattern is very fixed. This is nothing new. They are going to ask you and you're going to score 100%. That also I know. Question number 3. Atom of fluorine represented by this. Okay, when I am representing a number here, okay, what this tell you? Atomic number. And what is this tell you? The mass number. Now what is the electronic arrangement of the fluoride ion? Read the question carefully. They are talking about ions. So from this data we will get, this is the atomic number, which is a proton number. For the atom, proton number is equal to electron numbers, right? So it means if there was atom, there might be 9 electron. But if you think about ions, how it looks, so let's see. So this will be, you have around how much? 2 and 7. It means fluorine always required 1 electron with it. So whenever it make any ion, it will always form the full valence electron by taking electron from some other metal. So option number C. Question number 4. Sodium chloride is ionic compound. Yes, what is ionic compound? Ionic compound is a compound which is formed by the cation and anion. What is cation? Positive charge, which is always a metal. And what is anion? Negative charge, which is always a non-metal. Now the statement is about this not correct. Okay, It contains positive and negative ions. Yes. It dissolves in water. All ionic compound dissolve in water. Very good. It has low melting point. No. This ionic compound has very high melting and boiling point. Can you tell me why? Yes, you're right. The electrostatic force of attraction between the metal and non-metal is really very high, and to break that you require lots of temperature. So option number C is not correct. Now let's see question number 5. The two elements A and B form a compound formula AB3. Whenever I write the formula AB3, it means A have the 3 plus and B have -1. So you cross multiply, okay? Like when I writing AB3, this go here and this one go here, and you can write like based on the chart. So first you always write a metal and then followed by the non-metal. Now formula AB3 is on here. Oh, this is already they have shown to you. Only the outer cell is on, which is not correct. Again not. So you have to think, read the question carefully. Okay, when this is not correct, you have to pay attention. So not correct. If you look this right, the A, as already I told you, it has a 3. Now B, it is just requiring 1 electron. It means it should be 7 electron in the outer cell. So molecule contain a total 8 electrons. The molecule contain total 8 electron. So this is a molecules. Do you think it's containing total 8 electron? Let's count it down. So 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. So this is the just outer cell. And when they are saying the total electron, you have to think this is just outer electron. Okay, so definitely if you are writing B, it may be, as I told you, given you hint that halogen, so it may be possible that they are 2 7. Okay, so here itself is a 9, right? So 9 9, it is more than that, so it is not correct. Now option number B, A and B both are non-metal. Both are non-metal. Why? Because they are forming sharing the electron, right? A also share, B also share. So yes, this is correct. A is in group number 5 of the periodic table. So A is the group number 5. If you have 5, it means what? It will take it should have 5 electrons. So does it have 5 electron? Yes, it has, right? 3 plus 2 5. So this is also correct. B is a hydrogen. B is a hydrogen. Yes, it's also possible. So it means your option number A is not correct, even though it is a hydrogen, right? Suppose this is a hydrogen. But what about A, which is it's given group number 5? So definitely it will be your 2, and you have 5, so it will be 5, right? So it's not correct. So this will be your present in group number 5, right? So it is not correct. Here itself you have a 7, right? 7 plus 1 1 1 3. So in any way it is not correct. So A is not correct. So this is how you're going to sort out your answer and figure out what is the correct option you have. Question number 6, which answer present in the solid chromium sulfate. So chromium sulfate, I given you hint that you cross multiply it like this. So you have chromium 3 plus and sulfate SO4 2 minus. So option number B. Now question number 7, 0.1 mole of hydrochloric acid react with this much aqueous sodium carbonate. Equation is shown below. What is the volume of acid required to completely? Okay, so this is a part again from mole. Okay, this is a neutralization reaction. What is neutralization reaction? That okay, this is not neutralization reaction. Can you tell me why it is a not neutralization reaction? Because you are getting CO2 in neutralization reaction. When acid and base react, there is only salt and water. So let's see the question. They are asking you what is the volume of acid required to completely react with the sodium carbonate. So I need a new page here. So question is saying that this much concentration of hydrochloric acid. So according to this equation, what is the ratio of HCl and the carbonate you have? So ratio of, let's write the equation first. So question is that HCl plus Na2CO3, you will get salt, which is NaCl, plus water plus CO2. So let's balance this. So this will be your 2 Na2CO3, so it's a 2, so write it here 2 also. Okay, so now count all of them. So now it's a balance equation. So if you look this equation, what data they have given to you? They have given you the concentration of hydrochloric acid. So this you know that. Okay, what is the concentration? They have given you concentration is 0.1 mole per decimeter cube, and they want volume. So let's put a question mark. You know, for Na2CO3 they have again given you concentration that it is 0.2 mole per decimeter cube, and they have given you volume 25 centimeter cube, and want the answer what is the volume of AC required to completely react with volume. Means you require the volume of the HCl. You don't require anything related with the product. So focus here. It is a balanced equation. Point number 1, check. Is it balanced equation? Yes, it's a balanced equation. Now figure out the ratio what you have. So ratio, what ratio? Mole ratio here. So ratio is that 2:1. So number of mole of HCl divided by number of mole of Na2CO3 is how much? It's a 2:1. Now they have given you concentration. What is the concentration? They give molar concentration. So molar concentration is what? Mole divided by volume. Now if I want to know mole, what I should do? Cross multiplication. So number of mole will be how much? It will be molar concentration multiplied by volume. So I'm not doing anything, I'm just putting in place of number of mole, I'm putting this value because they have given you 0.1 mole per decimeter cube. So just write as it is, per decimeter cube divided by volume, that we have to figure out. I'm just putting V. Similarly, I'm solving the number of mole of Na2CO3. So multiply it with the molar concentration, which is 0.2 mole per decimeter cube, multiply by volume, which is 25 centimeter cube, is equal to 2:1. Now you can ask me that why I'm not converting into the decimeter cube, right? Because anyway it's going to cancel out, right? So this is anyway going to cancel out, so I'm not going to cancel this out. So we will just cross multiplication, just multiply. So we will be your 4 into 25, which is your 100 centimeter cube option. Let me know in comment box if you have any doubt. I'll explain you again. So do we have option number D is correct? Okay. So question number 8. The solution of two chemicals are mixed in a beaker. Reaction occurs and decrease in temperature observed. So this is from the rate of reaction, right? Chemical reaction chapter. Decrease in reaction means what is happening here? This process is endothermic. So endothermic reaction means what happens? So it's option number A and B. Now whenever the endothermic reaction happen, basically what happen? It takes the energy from the surrounding. So option number A, yes, it's gaining the energy to form the product. Now let's say question number 9. Copper oxide react with sulfuric acid. What is the formula of copper oxide? It's if bracket they have given you 2, it means the formula will be what? Cu plus plus oxide is O2 minus, so formula will be just Cu. So you are reacting with sulfuric acid. Okay, always write the equation. Which changes occurs in the rate of reaction by increasing the movement of particles. So when you are increasing the movement of particles, what happens? There will be more reaction will happen, right? And this is your what you will see. So this is a kind of neutralization reaction, right? So acid and your base neutralization reaction, where you will see the copper sulfate. Neutralization reaction is a what kind of thing? Neutralization reaction is your but here they are not asking you about exothermic endothermic reaction. Okay, so there's a different option they have given you. Which changes increase the rate of reaction? Okay, this is the asking you which changes rate of, so you know that rate of reaction will increase by concentration of acid, okay, of acid, the size of the particle, the temperature. So which is catalyst also? Yes, catalyst also. So which option you think is best suitable here? Okay, so this question is little tricky because they have given you the option catalyst and this is also. Okay, let's read the question again. Copper oxide react with the sulfuric acid. It is reacting, okay, it will give you copper sulfate. Which change increase the rate of reaction by increasing? Oh, it's a different question. Rate of reaction by increasing the movement of the particles, right? So increasing the rate of movements, what movement of particles increasing, which is only possible when you heat something. So it means it is only option C you have. See, because this option catalyst, obviously it will enhance the rate of reaction, but the question demand is different. Okay, so you need to look all the option, because see, when I looked, all the things are involved in rate of reaction. So I gone through the question, I read it again. By what is the process? By increasing the movement of particles, which is only possible when you heat, because when you heat, the particles start moving. So option number C is the correct option you have. Now question number 10, the chlorine react with the iron chloride. They have given you the equation. Which statement about this reaction is correct? Okay, this is from the oxidizing agent, reducing agent, right? Okay, so tell me what is the oxidation. Oxidation have the four definition. Okay, binding of oxygen, you can say gain of oxygen, loss of hydrogen, loss of electron, and increase in oxidation state. Now when something is oxidized, it means it is helping other to reduce. Okay, let's see example. So agent means basically helping, helper. So when it is oxidizing agent, means it is helping some other thing to oxidize. It means that should be reduced, that's why it is helping. So let's see the option what you have. FeCl2 converted to this and this. So as you can see here, figure out here, Fe will be your 2 plus form, chloride is fixed -1, so it will be 2 plus, here you have 0, and here you have 3 plus, and chlorine will be so this is, you can say it's reduced, because 0 2 1 which is reduced here. Iron is oxidized here. So here which is oxidizing agent, so which help the iron to oxidized. So option number, so oxidizing agent, F is not oxidizing agent, right? And it is oxidized. No, it's not correct. It is oxidized, but it's not oxidizing agent, because it is helping the chlorine to reduce. It means it is reducing agent. So option number B, iron oxichloride is oxidizing agent, and it is reduced. It is not oxidizing agent. Just now I told you option number, iron chloride is reducing agent and it is oxidized. Iron chloride is reducing agent. Yes, it is reducing agent, because it is helping chlorine to reduce. See, chlorine is reduced, right? How it is reduced? Because this is helping this to reduce. So it should be option number C. Let's question number D. Option number D, iron chloride is reducing agent and it is reduced. It is reducing agent, but it is not reduced. It is itself oxidized. That's why it is helping other to reduce. So option number should be C. Is it correct? Because this is reducing, the chlorine is reducing, it is helping, yes, and it is itself oxidized. Question number 11, the volume of gas produced in the reaction is measured against the time. Okay, so again see, it's already they will give you in bold, right? Slowest means what? It means it is taking lots of time. Still you're getting lots of time, and still the reaction is not complete. So let's see the option you have. 10 total volume of this, and this is the time taken. 12 versus 6 here, 20 in 20, 16 in 18. So if you look this option, average volume divided by time taken. So here you take around 5. Here if you think it's a 2, here it's a 1, and here it's a 2. So which is slowest here? Slowest means it is taking lots of time to complete the same kind of reaction. So it should be option number C, because you are just getting only one reaction, with respect to the time. Okay, so if you think this is the fastest, because 1 second you got 5 centimeter cube of the gas. This is your 2 centimeter gas produced in 1 second. This is 1 centimeter cube, only 1 second. So when you want to compare, you just think about what is in 1 second, and that will help you. So option number C. Now question number 12. The oxide of element is added separately to hydrochloric acid and aqueous sodium hydroxide. It means what? You are adding in acid, you are adding in base or alkali. Now the word equation is shown here: oxide, chloride and water. Oxide, sodium hydroxide, and no reaction. So which row describe element X and it is oxide? So see, when you put the X oxide, it is not showing you any reaction with the alkali or base. It means what it should be? So here you're thinking that it could be amphoteric, because you're reacting, but should see the reaction. Is it happen? It is not reacting, right? So your it means your oxide is basic in nature. That's why it is reacting only and only with acid, not showing this. So option number A is only possible. B is only possible because this is the option correct. Why it is a non-metal? Because non-metal will form you acetic oxide, okay, like CO2. When it is it's an oxide of non-metal, right? Carbon is a non-metal. So when it reacts with water, it will give you a H2CO3, which is the acidic in nature. So option number B is a correct option. Now question number 3, some information on group number 1. Group number 1 means what? It is lithium, sodium, potassium. Group number 1 means all have one electron in the last. So which statement about the trend shown in the group number 1 is not correct? Again, see, it's not correct, they are asking you. So tell me property of the group number 1. What you know? It's a highly reactive because it has just one electron. Like lithium, it's 2 1, sodium is 2 8 1. It always want to lose the electron. So as you go down, reactivity increases. Why it increases? Because the electrons are moving further away from the proton and it's weakened the attractive force of electron. So it completely can go. So not correct. So not correct. If you look the option, atomic number increases, melting point decreases. Yes, this is the characteristic of group number 1 is correct. Number of electron increases, the elements are more reactive with the water because they have more number of cells. Number of electron cells increases, the electron is less easily lost. Number of the electron cells increases as electron is less easily lost. It is not less easily lost, it is easily lost. Okay, means it can lose very fast. So option number C is correct. As number of proton increases, the atomic radius increases. This is also correct. Okay, so which option is there? It is your option number only and only matching C. Okay, next question number 14. What is telling you? Just let me slide this part. Yes. So option number 14, astatine is a bottom of the group 14 level. Yes. Okay, so group number 17, what is the characteristics? That as you go down, the state change from gas, liquid and solid. The color become darker and darker. So let's see the option. Astatine is very below, so it will be black in color. So option number either okay, all are black. Okay, next, state as I told you solid, so option number B and C is matching. Now when you are putting the aqueous, means you are putting the bromide plus astatine, right? Can you see the reaction? You will not see reaction. Why? Because it cannot displace the bromine. So then this option number B is the only correct option you have. Okay, tell me why it cannot displace. Because astatine is less reactive than the bromine and you cannot. So as you go down in the halogen, reactivity decrease. Why decrease? Because it's difficult to take the electron. See the fluorine, right? It's just 2 and 7. It required 1 electron and it is closer to nucleus. So attraction is very strong here. It is different from group number 1 because here you are taking the electron. In group number 1 you are giving the electron, right? So as you go down, like you have fluorine, then chlorine. Now as you go down, what happened? This distance is going away and it will become weakened. Now question number 15, the reaction of 4 metals are shown. Okay, W, X, Y and Z. Okay, so reaction with cold water will tell you how it is reactive. Okay, so see, it's going saying you vigorous reaction X and Z. It means it is a strong metal. Now next question, they are saying that reaction with steam, it should be just very violent reaction, right? So it means it is your, again option number is matching. Then reaction with dilute acid. Okay, so it's explosive. So Z is the most reactive. So which is the option you are matching here? Option number D. Yes, this is the only correct, right? Z is highly reactive. So Z. Then X, Y. Okay, how to know it's a less reactive? Why is less reactive? Because see, there's no reaction. So okay, so this is very simple. Already they given you hint, right? That this is the least reactive. So at least you can select now. So D is correct option. 16, the 4 statement about recycling of metal are listed. Okay, why we recycle the metal? Because the metals are very limited in nature. Okay, and you remember whenever you extract the metal from the ore, it takes lots of time, lots of fossil fuel utilization. So we prefer, if it is possible, to recycle the metal. That's great. So here if you look the option four statements are listed. Which statement is valid reason in favoring this? Option number B, wood is required to mine. This is just now we have discussed. Option recycling of metal involves transport, separation and reprocessing. Let's check that, because it is not required here. Basically some metals are present in very small quantity. People in future will need and will need metals. So your option matching is 1, 2, 3, 4. Now question number 70, which noble gas is the highest percentage composition in the dry air? We have discussed in the last class also that argon is the highest percentage present in the atmosphere. So tell me, in the air what is the highest? You have nitrogen, which is the 78%, you have oxygen, which is your 21%, and remaining you have argon and other gases like carbon dioxide, other gases you have carbon, sulfur, nitrogen. Now question number 18, which statement about the alkane is correct? What is the formula of alkane? CnH2n plus 2. So if you look which is correct option, they are asking you a molecule of propane contains 2 carbon atom. Not correct. Propane means carbon number 3. So what is the formula? It will be, just write it down in the comment box. General formula is the CnH2n. It is also not correct. The property of complete combustion carbon monoxide, okay, it's not correct, because you will get CO2 not. They will react with chlorine in substitution reaction. So this is correct, because alkane will show you substitution reaction. Now question number 19, the structure of monomer is shown here. What is this? It's a kind of alkene, right, where we are saying the carbon can double bond, and this can go to the addition reaction and for the polymerization reaction. So let's see the structure. When polymer, it will form, this bond will break. So when this will bond break, will how it look? It will look CH3 Cl, right? You have hydrogen here, so it again start repeating the same structure. So it is going to combine, so CH3 H Cl and H. So which option is correct option? You have you can see here, is it correct? No. Okay, so they have already put double bond, so it's already gone, this option is gone. Now look, option number C and D is only correct. So which is correct here? This is the CH3Cl, yes. So this is CH3 and Cl, right? So the Cl and CH3 present in the same carbon, so option number C is the only correct option you have. Now question number 20, which is the last question here. So as you can see here, that question number 20, organic compound E reacts with acidified potassium permanganate solution, give you a color change, right? So E is reacting with what is potassium magnate? It's oxidizing agent. So whatever you will give, it is going to oxidize. So let's see here. So you will get around color change, you will get around ethanoic acid, ethanol. So ethanol can be oxidized, yes, it can oxidize and it will give you ethanoic acid. So option number C is only correct, because this is the only causing the change in color of potassium magnet, because it is acidified. So based on this question 20, I hope you should be correct around 18 out of 20, or definitely you can go 20 out of 20, except one or 2 question. It is difficult, but if you sort out the all option, you should be scoring 20 out of 20. So please let me know how much you receive. All the best. So I'll see you with a new session. If you like my video, please subscribe and share with your friends, so they will also get benefit. Thank you.